Hey everybody, I'm Lindsay Ferrier with Moms Matter, and today our road trip takes us to Jacksonville, where President Obama is making a campaign appearance. Now, I've seen him speak before, and I have to say he's at his best when he's live and in person. Let's see what kind of impact he has on these Jacksonville voters. It was standing room only at the Prime Osborne Convention Center as 3,000 Obama supporters packed in together to see their president. Among them, moms Jennifer Altman and Natasha Morrison. They arrived with their kids here at around 8 this morning and settled in for a long wait. The president didn't take the podium until after 2 o'clock.
Hello, Florida! It is good to be back in Jacksonville, Florida.
Once he arrived, he gave them a speech they all wanted to hear, one that addressed the concerns of the average American family.
This country was built from the middle class up. It was built from the bottom up. That's how we became the most prosperous nation in the history of the world.
President Obama realizes the last 4 years haven't been great. Now he's trying to convince these voters it's not his fault.
What's standing in our way is not technical solutions to the problems of housing or education or dealing with the debt. We know how to deal with it. What's standing in our way is our politics. It's what's going on in Washington. It's the notion that compromise is a bad word. The notion that the only path forward is going backwards to the same top-down economics that got us into this mess in the first place.
The answer, he says, raise taxes on the rich.
We can cut back government spending that we can't afford, but I will also ask anybody who's making over $250,000 a year to just go back to the rates they were paying under Bill Clinton, because, by the way, that worked.
The president also talked about his plan to reduce the deficit.
So my plan would take about half the money that we're no longer spending on war and use that to pay down the deficit, use the other half to put people back to work, rebuilding our roads, our bridges, our runways, our ports, wireless networks. I want to create a veterans job corps so we can put our returning heroes back to work as cops and firefighters in communities that need them. That's the America we want to build. That's the choice in this election, and that's why I'm running for a second term as President of the United States.
And he covered an issue near and dear to the hearts of the parents in the room, education.
I'm running to make sure that America, once again, leads the world in educating our kids and training our workers. I want to help our schools hire and reward the best teachers, especially in math and science. Let's give 2 million more Americans the chance to go to community colleges and learn the skills that local businesses are looking for right now. Let's work with colleges and universities to bring down the cost of tuition once and for all.
Also on his agenda, housing.
We've already helped more than 1 million responsible homeowners refinance their mortgages. And now I want to give everybody the chance to refinance and save $3,000 a year. That's a plan for housing. That's the choice in this election.
And health care.
We need to make sure that women have control over their own health care decisions. We're not going backwards. We're moving forward.
And he always brought it back to the middle class.
All these things make up a middle class life. They're all central to the idea that made this country great. That promise that if you work hard, you can get ahead.
By the end of his speech, this crowd was worked into a frenzy of adoration.
And now I am asking for your vote, not just for me, but for the country that we believe in together. And if you still believe, and if you're willing to stand up with me, and knock on doors for me, and make phone calls for me, talk to your neighbors and talk to your friends, talk to your co-workers, talk to your family, we will win Florida, and we will win this election. We'll finish what we started in 2008, and we will remind the world just why it is that the United States of America is the greatest nation on earth. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Hey.
It was a message Natasha Morrison said was worth this morning's long wait.
His point is, if you give me another chance to, give me the 4 more years, give me people that'll work with me, we can make America whole again. We can bring back America to prosperity.
Mom Jennifer Altman agreed.
And being middle class, a lot of his intentions will help our family.
Jennifer and Natasha brought their children here to give them a better understanding of the election. They hope it's a lesson that stays with them for a lifetime.
I hope that they know that their vote counts. So I know when I was younger, I thought that one vote wouldn't make a difference. So I want to make sure, especially my daughter being older, that she knows her vote will count.
Whether or not you're an Obama supporter, you can't help but be impressed by his charisma and his passion in person. Now, obviously, his campaign knows that in order for him to win those swing states, they need to get him in front of as many of those voters as possible. And that's exactly what they're doing on this 2-day tour through Florida. For CafeMom, I'm Lindsay Ferrier.